Hi everyone, it's Lauren Kinghorn again, and today I'm going to be speaking on how to make money with other people's money. Now, although this is kind of one of the secrets of the rich, it's something that I've been doing for a long time. In fact, entrepreneurs all learn to do this at some stage or another, because it's virtually impossible to get any kind of business off the ground with no money whatsoever. So if you take my online business, for example, I started out using other people's money, and in this case, it was my husband's money. A friend of mine and I laughed because she said, yes, she also uses other people's money. She's got bank dad. Her dad always loans her if she needs help or she needs to get started in something. So, most of us have a husband, a father, an uncle, a brother, a sister, a mother, somebody who can help us get started in business. And generally, if it's just small amounts, that's usually who you go to. You go to someone close to you who has a bit of extra money, a little bit more than you have, and then you can get started. But sometimes you need a bit more than that. For example, I remember listening to a story that Robert Kiyosaki was telling. He's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He was talking about how at one point he and his wife were investing in real estate. And they had discovered a way of buying or discovered some properties that were in foreclosure that were really inexpensive, and he found this property he wanted that was in foreclosure, and he asked a good friend of his if he could borrow the money. And before he even needed to pay his friend back, I think it was like a month or something, he'd already sold the property for more, made a profit, and he had the profit as well as the money to pay the guy back. So that is a really wise way of using other people's money. And I have actually had a similar situation in my life recently. I've been building my business pretty much on the cheap. So initially, as I said, I used my husband's money. I was a stay-at-home mom. I'd been a stay-at-home mom for 2 years. We used to work together, my husband and I was in sales, and he was regional manager of a freight forwarding company. Yeah, so we worked together, and then we did some number crunching when we were going to have our son, and decided that I wouldn't work for the first 6 months because, I'd be breastfeeding for 6 months. And then 6 months became a year, and I realized I wanted to breastfeed for 2 years, and so it went on. And anyway, when it came to 2 years, my son was going to school 3 mornings a week, and so it was time for me to get started with something. And I decided to start with my online business. I discovered Wealthy Affiliates. I at first paid monthly for them. I can't remember where I obviously still had some savings or something, because I remember I paid for the first couple of months. It might have been tax I got back or something, but I paid for those first monthly fees, and then it came to the Black Friday special, and I sat and begged my husband. I explained to him what an opportunity it was to be building a business online, and I really negotiated for this $299 so that I could get the Black Friday special. And I promised him that by the time the next Black Friday special rolled around, I would be paying for it. My business would be paying for it. I'd get my business up and running. And actually, I did. I managed to somehow screech in there the last month. It was like November that I found a way that my business could actually start turning over some money. And I made enough money to pay the Black Friday special, and I still had a bit of change by the end of November. So that was fantastic. That was like really the beginning of making money online for me. And as the years have gone by, a few other expenses have creeped in, and I've mostly built my business on the cheap. I've had that Wealthy Affiliate expense, that annual expense, once a year, and then I decided to go with elegant themes and get a more elegant theme than the normal WordPress ones. And so that was also a Black Friday special that I took last year. And then I used MailChimp at the beginning as my email service provider, because MailChimp is free for the first 2,000 subscribers. And, I haven't even reached that yet, because I never really focused on email marketing until recently. And then I discovered that I would really go for affiliate marketing. I actually did this 15-day online business challenge, and it was amazing. It really helped me see things really, really differently in my business. And I decided when I was doing the challenge that I wanted to invest. I'd been looking at how I wanted to develop my business for quite a while. And one of the things I really wanted to do with my business is that I wanted to become a course creator. And I'd looked at a lot of different courses on becoming a course creator. I wanted to make digital products. I knew that was part of my path. And also I'd entered the speaker circuit, and I was starting to do talks around town, and some of them I got paid for, most of them I didn't get paid for, but I was learning like all these new skill sets, and I knew there was a course I wanted to buy, but I wasn't sure which one. And then I discovered on the 15-day online business challenge that this company, Legendary Marketer, offered 4 business blueprints that I wanted. One was an affiliate marketing one was course creation or digital products, one was events and masterminds, and what's the 4th one? Oh, I can't remember the 4th one right now, but there is a 4th one. Did I mention affiliate marketing? I did. I mentioned affiliate marketing. Coaching and consulting. That's it. So there are these 4 business blueprints of 4 amazing things that you can do online. I thought, wow, this is it. I'm not going to buy any of those other courses I've looked at. I'm going to buy this one course that's going to give me everything. But heck, I don't have that kind of income yet. I don't have that kind of money. And this time, I couldn't ask my husband because we had just built onto the house and all his money was invested in the house and the renovations, and so I needed to go and ask somebody else for money. So I went to a friend of my mom's who had recently been to visit us, and I knew she had, she was a wealthy woman, but she had just bought a house, so she said no. So the first person I went to said no, sorry, she cannot do that. And I was like, oh, it took so much courage to ask. Then I asked another friend of my mom's, and he's a big businessman. He's got about 7 businesses. He's actually been divesting recently. He's kind of reaching retirement or heading into semi-retirement or something. Anyway, and he saw the potential in me and saw that I was really going for it, and he lent me the money, and he hasn't even told me what terms. we every time I've tried to discuss that, he's just kind of ignored that question. I know that I will be paying him back, and I've sort of made a commitment to pay him back within 6 months. And that's the deal we have, but it looks like there's not going to be interest on the money, which is really, really kind of him. If you're watching, Peter, let me know. Is there interest? Anyway, so here we go. I'm working towards paying that back, but what is so amazing is that, again, I was able to use other people's money to get this amazing knowledge, and it has been incredible. I haven't even worked my way through all of the online business blueprints, but getting into Legendary Marketer was one of the best things I could have done, because this 30-day challenge that I'm doing now, I'm on day 29. This is the second last day of the challenge, and I have learned so much, and it's been so incredible. And I have a coach that works with me now. That's all part of the package. She's amazing. Her name's Elia. I absolutely adore her. And I just have this really higher level education now than what I had before. And I can just say that investing in my digital business was one of the best things I ever did. And I can see how it is going to, they say it's like a tap that you switch on. And once it switches on, you can't switch it off. I can see that what they're teaching me is going to lead me to an entirely new level of business. And I'm really excited about that. That was my goal for the year, and I'm going for it, and I'm using other people's money to do it. So I would encourage you, if you're at a stage in your business where you have found something that could really make that difference, that you approach somebody and use their money, whether it's the bank, whether it's somebody you know, but take the opportunity to go and sell what you're doing to somebody. I know that it takes a lot of guts to do it. It took me, I was really, really scared in making that call, or making those 2 calls, but it is really worth it. And what you then have to do is be completely committed. You can't just take other people's money or use other people's money if you're not going to be paying them back. So the thing is that you have to have the integrity to actually follow through on what you said you were going to do. And that is the most important thing. A person's only going to really trust you if you have integrity, and you'll never be able to ask for other people's money ever again if you do not pay it back. So that's what I recommend. Please, if you are going to borrow anybody else's money, make sure that you put in the work, that you learn what you need to learn, and you make a success of your business, because you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for that person as well. And sometimes that actually is the thing that you need to get you to that other level. When you have somebody that you're accountable to, it really can help. So yeah, that's my 2 cents worth. Wishing you all the very best as you build your online empire. And please, if you enjoyed this movie, like and comment on it and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.